the main partner of Equilibrium Institute for this conference is NATO Public Diplomacy Division. And we also very pleased that we have such honorable sponsors as the Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, the Wilfried Martens Center, the Kazla Institute, and Google. And it is also a real privilege that relatively small, independent Hungarian policy think tank can have partners from all around the world, organizations with outstanding reputation and professionalism, such as the Czech AMO, the Atlantic Council, the Polish Kazimierz Pulaski Foundation, the Green European Foundation, the Heritage Foundation, the Hudson Institute, the Hungarian Atlantic Council, the International Republican Institute, the National Democratic Institute, the Polish Center for Eastern Studies, the FEE Institute, the ODI Europe, and last but definitely not least, the Royal United Services Institute. Well, if you hadn't stood by us, we wouldn't be here today, so big thank you for all of us. And of course, a big thank to Réka Szemerkényi, former ambassador of Hungary to the United States, my colleague, who is, well, the visionary behind all of this event, which you will see today and tomorrow. As you know, there are some events in life that we tend to over-celebrate, and there are others that for some reason we celebrate less than their significance. For example, in the first period, lovers celebrate the anniversary of their first meeting every single month. Or new parents celebrate the birth of their children every single week. And unfortunately, as time goes by, these celebrations become less and less frequent, and well, the period begins when people tend to forget about their own wedding anniversary. In 2024, the NATO celebrated its 75th birthday, and Hungary celebrated a historic day that is joined NATO 25 years ago. And although there have been some commemorations in Budapest, we can definitely say that so far we have undeservedly under-celebrated these two historic anniversaries in Hungary. We believe it's time to change that. That is why I'm honored to host today's conference. Obviously, we are not naive. We know that the low intensity of celebration is not only because the events of 25 years ago or 75 years ago were too long ago. The war in our neighborhood, the escalating conflict with China, the weakening of transatlantic values in certain NATO countries are causing many people to react in a way that it is better not to celebrate or better to remain silent. We at the Equilibrium Institute think just the opposite. We believe that these very events, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the growing tension with China, the weakening of value-based commitment of transatlantic relationship among certain political leaders, all these events are reasons why people who are fighting for transatlantic values should come together and have an honest, professional, and in-depth dialogue about global, European, and Central and Eastern European security policy dilemmas. And yes, indeed, we should celebrate the fact that the NATO is 75 years old. And as I have the privilege of delivering several opening speeches over the next 2 days of the Budapest Energy and Security Talks, please let me speak more tomorrow about the results of the NATO Washington Summit, the future of Central and Eastern European regional cooperations, the challenges of energy security or the threat of the artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. So all these topics you would listen to and have really lovely discussions about today and tomorrow. And right now, just on behalf of the Equilibrium Institute and Hungarian Atlanticists, let me wish NATO and Hungarian NATO membership a very happy birthday. Thank you very much.